It has become clear that domination and expansion are the subjects of the war on Gaza and the unlimited ambitions of the rulers in Israel, whose primary goal is to think about implementing an expansion plan in the occupied Palestinian territories in pursuit of achieving their expansionist dreams. The evidence of that is the war that is taking place today in Gaza, and many countries are doing nothing. Others see injustice continuing to intensify, with no compassion for children or women, homes being demolished, and hospitals in which all patients die, especially those with chronic and difficult diseases. Every country that arms Israel to carry out aggressive acts against another country is considered a crime forbidden and denounced by law. But what is also regrettable is that the reality of all these evasions is part of a policy and plan whose goal is domination and expansion at the expense of other countries, first and foremost the state of Palestine, specifically the city of Gaza. Finally, the components of life for Israel are not from within it, but from outside it. And there are two basic elements: American support without borders and Arab absence. These are two elements that reassure Israel's survival and its continuation of the aggression. The immorality of the occupation army after 1.8 million Palestinians were displaced in Gaza. Schools, hospitals, and United Nations buildings were bombed, and more than 100 journalists and a record number of United Nations employees were killed. This is in addition to dozens of doctors, paramedics, journalists, and professional managers being stripped of their clothes, insulted, and paraded around, pretending to be captured. Hamas fighters, in addition to looting and stealing small businesses, urinating on prisoners in their care, and exhuming bodies in Muslim and Christian cemeteries. The war on the Gaza Strip left more than 100,000 dead, wounded, and missing under the rubble of destroyed homes, and more than 75 of them were women and children. Therefore, addressing the Gaza tragedy and preventing its recurrence requires a radical solution to the causes of its ignition. The Gaza tragedy is the tragedy of Palestine and cannot be addressed except by addressing the Palestinian issue by ending the occupation and establishing an independent Palestinian state with East Jerusalem as its capital on the lines of June 4, 1967, and not by military security solutions or by separating Gaza from the West Bank, and not by occupation or diminishing its geography and citizens through destruction and displacement. If stopping the aggression is a priority that is not superior to others, then talking about the future of Gaza separately from the future of the West Bank, including Jerusalem, the capital of the Palestinian state, is nothing but a continuation of the security and military dealings that exacerbate the conflict in the region, and whose utter failure is confirmed and is outdated.